Okay, nein. Oh my god. Happy Halloween, guys. I hope you have a great one and welcome to my speed painting versus me telling some creepy stories that some of you have sent me, together with some of my creepy stories, which are basically really weird dreams I had as a child. Okay. So first of all, in the background you see my character Lena. I did draw her as a little witch with some pumpkins and mushrooms. Okay, so that's the drawing. Okay, and a crow, as you can see. Crow, crew, creep. What's English? Okay. So let's get started with some of my creepy stories from childhood. Well, I've had once this really weird dream that I was playing with a little ghost girl, and it felt like real, you know. When I woke up I was like, wait a minute, this was a dream, right? This was not reality. And yeah, of course, now looking back, it was probably just a dream, right? However, I do remember that I had several dreams about her, and we were just playing, doing goofy things, running through the house and everything, and kind of creepy if you ask me, but yeah, nothing much happened. After a while I stopped dreaming about her. Funny thing is, I lived next to the cemetery, so that's creepy, I think, but I was never too freaked out about it, besides of having these really weird ghost dreams. All the time I was having a dream about like a couple of ghosts, you know, and they were like visiting me from the cemetery, and I don't know, I remember they were like screaming at me at some point, and I was really afraid. But yeah, I don't remember too much, it's been some years. However, I still remember some of the details, like one of the men's face was falling apart. It had like lots of wrinkles, and it looked like he was stabbed at some points. And yeah, I remember waking up really afraid. But that wasn't like my scariest dreams I've had. The most scary dreams I've ever had were sleep paralysis. So when I was half awake and half asleep, and man, that's just so awful. I remember how I was in bed, and it was like someone was staring at me, like a really weird creature, and at the same time in my mind I was seeing the room but not, you know, and I couldn't really wake up, and I couldn't breathe. I was thinking I'm gonna die. It was so awful, and I've had this several times, and usually my head was spinning a lot, and I had really a lot of different images switching in and on and off, and they were like merging into each other, and sometimes they were like I was seeing demons. And man, sleep paralysis are not fun, and at the same time you feel like you can't breathe. You're like bound to this bed and you can't move, and you're trying to. And I remember at some point I was like out of my body, and like in my mind, in my dream I was like out of my body, and I saw myself there in bed, and there was like something to get me, trying to get me, and I was really terrified. After that I woke up and was like, I'm never gonna sleep again. But yeah, I think that was the most terrifying story for me, like sleep story. And another time I've had like this really awful story as a child where I was adopted by aliens. I know that's stupid, but I'm still scared of aliens, okay? They're still creepy as hell to me, up until this day, and I'm 25 now. But yeah, back then I remember I couldn't move either. It was like a sleep paralysis, actually. And I was on a cold metal bed almost, and they were like doing weird things to my feet. I think they were cutting something in there. And I just looked up to them, and they were like staring at me, and I was again in this fainting position where I couldn't do anything, and I was like, oh fuck, and this is it. And yeah, I remember after that really awful dream I was just terrified of aliens, like terrified. I still can't watch anything that looks like gray aliens, like these really small aliens with them really big eyes. They don't even look scary, but to me they're like a Satan I don't want to see them. They're scary, okay? This dream was awful. I still have it in the back of my mind. Okay, that's enough about my weird ghost and alien stories of my childhood. If you've ever experienced something similar, feel free to tell me or not, so I can not be paranoid about it. Anyway, I asked some of you guys to send me some creepy stories and paranormal activities and all via Twitter, Instagram, and so on. And now I wanted to read some of your answers, so let's see where we can get there. 32 Werewolves Thief has sent me a story that is called Kitten. Not called, but sent me a story that is about a ghost kitten. So I'm gonna read that for you guys. So she said, okay, so I love animal skulls and I do collect them. A couple of years ago, my husband sent me a cat skull for Valentine's Day, and I put it in the case with a coyote that I had. Around 2 until 3 a.m. the little table with my skulls on it was just shoved into the wall. And there I am laying awake in bed like, what? Not wanting to look around, so I ignored it and fell asleep. Man, I couldn't fall back asleep after that, but yeah. The next day I took the cat's skull out of the case and put it in a different table because I figured out, okay, cats don't really like coyotes, right? So maybe I shouldn't put it next to it. So then that night around the same time I heard a weird loud purring onto my bed. Like, ooh, man, ghost kitties. My bedroom door was closed and I didn't let my other cats in my room when I slept. Plus it didn't sound like their purrs, so I know it wasn't them. It was too loud and kind of deep. Somehow sounding like it was right in front of me, but also from under my bed. And then nothing happened after that, so I assume I made it happy and the ghost left in the end. I can understand people saying, obviously it was one of your cats purring, and I get that, but that doesn't mean and can't explain how a tail was shoved into the wall like that. Oh, there's a picture of the cat skulls. It's actually really cute. I like that story. It's wholesome how the cat turned so happy in the end, like the spirit. It's a cute story. I like it. Alright, think we don't have much time for more stories, so I will keep it at that. And yeah, I hope you liked my speed painting and hearing some stories. I'm not the best at reading English, I'm sorry, but I tried, okay? And yeah, thank you for watching and see you next time. Today I won't do much, sadly, but I wish you all a great Halloween. Or maybe I should go to a bar, you know what? I've been working so much. Just looking at my boyfriend while saying that. It's Halloween, I love Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I love getting dressed up, I love all the scary stuff. It's like my favorite of all. I like it more than my birthday, to be honest. So anyway, I wish you all a wonderful Halloween. Have fun and stay spooky, I guess. Goodbye. Woo! God, I'm so cringy. How do I end this?